We're here to provide a service.
Well, can we just pause for a second?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Can we just pause for a second?
What are we pausing for? We have a court order to come in and execute an eviction, and that's what I'm doing.
And I understand that, but there's paperwork, there's a TRO in place.
There's no such thing. Y'all, come on, get this stuff out of here.
Temporary restraining orders?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Since when?
They go to police right there. You can go talk to the police.
Okay.
Because I don't have no conversation left for me. There they go. There go some more coming. You can take it over.
This is an atrocity that just happened in Memphis, Tennessee. They illegally evicted this older woman who's 83 years old named Marva Williams. And they had a processor come out of here. And my sister, what happened? So basically,
for some people, evicting families from their homes is just another day at the office. But what happens when the system fails and targets someone who never should have been evicted in the first place? That's exactly what went down in South Memphis when process server Tabitha Jones showed up at 83-year-old Marva Williams' home, camera already rolling for her social media followers. What Tabitha didn't realize, she was about to live stream an illegal eviction that would shock the entire community. Imagine being in your 80s, a widow of a veteran who served this country, and watching strangers toss your medication, your family photos, your entire life onto the front lawn, all while someone narrates it like it's some kind of reality show. Think about your own grandma for a second. Would you want her humiliated like this? Her private moments broadcast to thousands of strangers? I know I wouldn't. She claimed Marva owed property taxes, that she was just doing her job. But as movers continued emptying the house, Marva kept saying the same thing over and over. I paid. I have the receipts. And that's where this story takes a turn that nobody saw coming. Because sometimes the system that's supposed to protect our most vulnerable citizens does exactly the opposite. So what really happened that day in South Memphis? And why did it take social media outrage to finally get someone to listen to an 83-year-old woman? Welcome to Hidden Crime Network. Here, we don't just cover sensational murders or kidnappings. We expose injustice across America, the kind that doesn't always make national headlines, but should. Look, if you care about protecting vulnerable people like Marva, especially elderly ones being targeted in their own neighborhoods, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Seriously, don't wait. These stories need to be told, and I can't do it without your support. Where are you watching from? Drop your country in the comments. Have you or anyone you know ever faced an eviction? We want to hear your experiences too. Now let's see exactly what happened when Tabitha Jones showed up at Marva's door.
There's a lot of stuff in here. Huh? What? I'm finna go out there. It's gonna be on the paperwork. I'll give it to you when I finish. You gotta come outside. It's too many guys in here. No women allowed in the inside while we're doing eviction. We got too many males in the house.
So are y'all just allowed to break stuff, or does it matter?
Ma'am, can you step outside? You're not supposed to be in here. It's too many guys in the inside. Ma'am, I need you to step outside of the property.
Mama, come on. We have to, come on, step outside. Come on.
It's a court order, ma'am. It's a court order. You got to take that over to court. Why are you mad at us? And we doing it's a court order.
You won't even but tell me. You know what you did? When I took the van, I have other property. Not the only property I had. Okay, so they wanted to have it, just like they wanted to. Came on the property and started sitting down the street and free. Okay, I got a lawyer and went to court. Good. That was in the seven fast that she gave it. That was the wrong date. To the other court, the judge raised $7,500. And talking about Memphis across this country. The largest house flipping city in America. And the police department is helping them. And the court. And I want cities, I want this on the national level.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna go live, but you said you was gonna shoot us 13 times and stuff like that. So I wanted. You said you was gonna shoot 13 times, and that's why the police get called out and stuff. So when you threaten me, that put me and my guys' safety at risk. So of course I'ma go live. I want them to see this. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Why she won't listen and she keep going back in there? I don't talk to no attorney. I don't talk to nobody. I don't do no calling. I already got the paperwork I need, so yes.
What kind of badge you got, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm a private process server.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, this is court order.
Okay, so private process, you get to wear a badge.
Yes, ma'am. 15 years. Look me up. Very well known. Very well known. Yeah, come get your mama. Come get your mama. She in the house. Come get your mama. I don't owe you no explanation on anything. I don't know who you are. I came here to provide a service. The police was just out here. And then he just explained everything to you. They don't owe you that. I don't owe you that. You don't live here. This not about you. So, I mean, you want to start with me so bad. Do I need to call them back? You was just quiet when they was here. Do I need to call them back?
You can.
We need to call them back?
You can call the police back.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. You can't come. Okay, yeah. You disturbing my job site. Okay, you need to go back on the sidewalk because you're not even allowed. Okay, you a female, they male.
Didn't you just call me over here to say get my mom?
That's okay. I'll get her. That's okay. That's okay. I don't like problems. I don't like problems. You starting to be a problem. The sidewalk is where you need to be, away from the job site. I don't owe you no explanation, no, ma'am. It's court order. The police officer just had the paperwork and explained it to you. You keep asking me over and over again. You already got what you wanted from him. I don't owe nobody out here no explanation about nothing that I'm doing. He told you that my paperwork was legit.
So here's what you need to understand about South Memphis. This neighborhood has one of the highest eviction rates in the entire country, not by accident. As property values climb, longtime residents, especially black seniors, find themselves targeted through all kinds of sketchy legal maneuvers. Marva Williams isn't just some random victim. She's an 83-year-old widow of a U.S. veteran who qualifies for complete property tax relief under Tennessee law. No income requirements, full protection. She even had receipts showing she'd overpaid her taxes. The county actually owed her money. On the other side is Tabitha Jones. She runs a Memphis-based business serving eviction notices for landlords. But here's where things get wild. She's built a social media following by recording these evictions, like literally broadcasting people's worst moments for entertainment. In Tennessee, evictions require court approval, proper notice periods, and sheriff oversight. Private servers like Tabitha can assist, but can't just bypass due process. That's what makes this situation so messed up. Think about it. How is it even possible for someone to show up at your grandma's house with movers and start emptying it when she's done nothing wrong, when she has proof of payment right there in her hand? This isn't just about one woman's home. It's about a system that's failing the very people it's supposed to protect. But you haven't even seen the worst part yet. Countless of others have faced similar situations like...
You're not even showing me the paper. That's what I'm telling you.
Ma'am.
What I'm asking you is that the paper that you left
I
there
don't-
was when?
Ma'am, the eviction is going to proceed.
Wait.
You need to step outside. You need to step outside. Ma'am, you need to step outside. No, ma'am. 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 What happened?
So basically what they came out to do, they've actually been attempting to do this for a while, but Marva Williams is someone who meets the minimum requirement. If anyone is familiar with Tennessee Code, annotated 6755702 and on down, it states that if you are a spouse of a veteran, 65 and up, and meet the income requirement, individuals who are disabled, as well as those who are spouse of veterans who have no income requirement, they are not supposed to be paying these property taxes. They have tried to illegally evict Ms. Marva Williams out of her home, and she has the proof and has shown the proof to the courts, and the county also has record that she has been paying her property taxes, and if anything, she's overpaid. So if anything, the county actually owes Ms. Marva some money instead of them saying that they're evicting her out. So they've been trying to illegally evict her, and at this point right now, they illegally evict her today on this Friday. And so we were able to get a court order to stop this. And
So while all this was going down, something incredible happened behind the scenes. A family member reached out to Councilwoman Yolanda Cooper-Sutton for help. That's when the system finally started working the way it's supposed to. A quick one. If you're concerned about your safety or that of your loved ones, especially as a woman, this book is essentially for you. Check it out. At first, the sheriff's office civil levy commander showed up and explained they couldn't just stop it without proper paperwork. See, since Tabitha was a private process server, not an official sheriff deputy, they needed a court order to step in. But Councilwoman Cooper-Sutton wasn't about to let an 83-year-old woman lose her home over this. Working with Marva and her lawyer, they rushed to get a court injunction. As soon as that paperwork came through and was verified, the sheriff's office immediately shut the whole thing down. They removed Tabitha and those private movers from the property right then and there. But there was still one big problem. Marva's belongings were scattered all over the lawn, and the day was almost over. That's when something happened that you don't see every day. The Civil Levy Division commander called up Chief Deputy Anthony Buckner, and they put out a call for help. Deputies who were literally ending their shifts volunteered to come over. Think about that. These officers, after working all day, chose to show up for an elderly woman they'd never met. Together with the councilwoman, family members, neighbors, and friends, they moved everything back into Marva's home. Most importantly, she got to stay there. The eviction was stopped. Chief Deputy Buckner later said, "This situation shows the heart of law enforcement and community service at its best. Our deputies did not hesitate to step up, even after their shifts ended." But here's what I can't stop thinking about. What if that family member hadn't called the councilwoman? What if there hadn't been community pressure? How many other elderly homeowners don't have that kind of support system? Let's look at how social media responded when people saw what was happening.
These screenshots say more than I ever could about how folks feel about turning evictions into entertainment. Check this out from Stevie McLean. She has a company that landlords utilize to evict people. Do y'all think it's okay to record people doing private, degrading moments? Has it really come to embarrassing people at their lowest for views? What hits me hardest here is when Stevie says, "I remember being a kid going through that shit, watching MFS just throw yo shit on the curb." That's someone who knows exactly what Marva was feeling in that moment. And then there's this post that was shared by star Sharday Brown. It's a right way and it's a wrong way to do things. And humiliating people just for views, ain't it? If evicting people is your job, then do your job instead of trying to turn it into a reality TV show. That line about, how would you feel if somebody went in your home and went to your clothes hamper and started recording, really puts things in perspective, doesn't it? I'm curious, where do y'all draw the line between documenting something and exploiting someone's worst day for clicks? Should there be laws against recording evictions like this? Drop your thoughts below. The way this community rallied around Marva shows something powerful. When we look out for our elders, when we speak up against injustice, we can actually change outcomes. But what can we learn from this whole situation? First, know your rights. If you're a senior, veteran, or veteran spouse, you might qualify for property tax relief programs most people don't even know exist. Second, keep your receipts. Marva had proof of payment, and that documentation literally saved her home. Third, community matters. One call to the councilwoman changed everything. When systems fail, neighbors looking out for each other can be the difference between justice and tragedy. If you ever face eviction, contact legal aid immediately. Don't wait. Don't hope it'll work itself out. This story had a happy ending because people stepped up. But across America, elderly homeowners are being pushed out of gentrifying neighborhoods, and most don't have cameras rolling when it happens. Don't forget to check this essential book out. If this story moved you, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Drop a comment about what you'd do if you witnessed something like this in your neighborhood. Until next time, remember that our elders built the communities we now call home. The way we protect them says everything about who we are as a society. Their dignity isn't optional, it's essential. Stay safe, stay aware, and thank you for joining us today. See you on another story from the Hidden Crime Network. Bye for now.